Hi, I'm Vera Franklin with our ministry, where our focus is to get the word out to the public regarding beneficial information for the body of Christ in our community. This is a Big Down production. You can catch our live stream on the following platforms: Apple TV, Roku TV, YouTube, Facebook Live, KMI 2024 ORG, Cross TV, your Apple iPhone app, and also the Android app. And then you can also watch us on KMI USA app and on YouTube on the Jerry Green channel. So today, I'd like to welcome my guest, my friend, our friend, my nephew, Mr. Ryan McCray. Thank you so much for being here, Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, Ryan, he does quite a few things. Um, and he's a local entrepreneur, but he also has a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs. And he started this, what would you call it,
Um, a new local shopping experience. That's what I would call it, as far as just the experience that I've gotten from it thus far.
Okay, so new shopping local experience. So, can you tell us a little bit about this? Because it was something that was needed in our community. Like I said, he is a vendor. He's an entrepreneur. So there's some things and products that he was selling. He started a business. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, 2019, pre-COVID, I started a candle business with my young daughter, and amongst that, I wanted to teach her about generational wealth and just her knowing that anything's possible, as long as you try. And so that was 2019. 2020 came, COVID hit, and everything slowed down. So I needed to went back to the drawing board. It gave me time to brainstorm a little bit more to figure out, you know, what else can I do to add on to just keeping things going. So 2021, I then started a group called the Vendor Expo Series, and we basically rented out a space for local businesses, entrepreneurs, whether you have a service, whether you have a product, clothing, health and wellness, um, anything you name it. If it's local based, handmade, um, that was a space for you. And till this day, it still is.
Okay, so you started the business with your daughter, your young daughter. You wanted to teach her about being an entrepreneur, building generational wealth, is what you said. And so you started with you and her, so you can pass that on to your daughter. That was a great thing. But in the meantime, COVID came, and so this probably was people weren't going out; they were home more, um, and really centrally located. So we couldn't really go out shopping. I remember doing that during that transition time. Everyone was home; they were having school at home, so you had a lot of time with each other. So that was a great thing. But then you said you found the need for a place for the vendors to come together. Uh, and can you tell me where that place is now?
So the address that we host the event at, in which we've been utilizing the same space since the first event, is 1253 Whitney Avenue in Connecticut. The venue name is Whitneyville Cultural Commons. It's a space which I'm blessed, and I thank God every day for them to give me the opportunity. When I first came across them, I actually did an event there. 'Cause I DJ on the side as well, so did an event there. And while I was doing the event, just glancing at the space and whatnot, and I just
Mhm.
started visualizing. I'm like, you know what? I think I can do it here. And I just ended up getting the contact information and spoke with the venue owner, and they were ecstatic just to know that somebody wanted to do something at their venue space, something that was highlighting the community and its community base. So I've been the same space ever since 2021 was my first event. Um, Now moving forward, I'm on my 15th event.
Oh, wow. Wow. So this has been something that's done continually. I like that. So can you tell me a few of the vendors and the type of vendors that you have there? And you said that you had your own candle company with your daughter. What other things can I find there? If I wanted to come, what other things could I find there?
So it's a plethora of things.
Oh, wow.
I'd say anywhere from, I like to break it down as the same concept as when you go into a mall.
Okay.
So, you'll have your clothing, you'll have your health and wellness, your body. You'll have certain places where certain vendors that may not necessarily have a product, but they have a service. So anywhere from home improvement to somebody that has a business with washing cars, or um, specialized custom clothing, um, all types of vendors. We also have vendors, food vendors, treat vendors, just some everything. You name it. We even had a dog breeder. We even had insurance consultants, and just some everything. I'm still trying to, as I go back certain days, and I just look over my list of vendors that we've had in the past. It's mind blowing.
Okay, so how can we get in contact with you from a vendor? How can I get in contact with you so I can be partake in this if I want to get my business out there? What would you how would you suggest that we do that?
So there's a few ways to get in contact. One of the ways is by email. That email address is vendorexpoinfo@gmail.com, as well as we're on social media, Instagram at vendor expos with two S's, and we're also on Facebook at Vendor Expo Series. So you can always send us a direct message, send us an email, and we check our messages very quickly. So you'll be surprised when you get a reply back. So we're always open to collaborations with other organizations, vendors. We're always looking for any type of vendor. Um, yeah.
Okay, so how often are we at the Whitney Cultural Commons that's located at 1253 Whitney Avenue? How often are you there? How often do you get this array of vendors and about how many do you have?
So try to go to capsize during the season where, of course, we have to be indoors. Usually have anywhere from 30 to 40 vendors.
Mm,
When the weather is good, we utilize it indoors and outdoors. So we have way more vendors than that. So yeah.
okay. And what goes on besides, just having the vendors there? Are there any special activities that take place?
Yes, yes. So every event, try to do something different, something that will make the vendors come back, as well as the residents and patrons. So we usually do free giveaways. We have live entertainment. So sometimes we'll have a band or somebody performing some type of live music. We also have certain engagements with the crowd of the vendors. We'll have little dance contests and little trivia and stuff like that. Give away gift cards and just lots of things. We also have it to where the vendors also like to, donate their things as well, and we take the things that's given from the vendors, and we add it into the giveaway to give away to people that come to visit or whatnot. And to answer your question before, this event goes on every 2 months. So like to space out a little bit so they give a chance to do as much proper promotion, give the vendors chance to, get some more um, products, inventory,
Hmm.
stuff like that. So our next event will most likely be February, and I'll definitely communicate that with you. But
That'd be great. That'd be great. I'm looking forward to that because you said there's so many things. It's so sort of like a mall. So it's like one stop shopping, but you're able to do it like every couple of months. So you said the next event is going to be in February. We're definitely going to have you back so you can talk about that prior to the time, so we can make the public aware of what's going on in our community and what you're doing, Ryan. Because you know something, I knew you as a young man, and now you're not old, but but you have so many concepts and ideas as to what's going on. And then I also know you as a DJ,
yes,
and you said there's some things that you do.
yes.
But just the mere fact that you promoted this starting with your daughter because you wanted to teach her generational wealth, how she can acquire that, how she can do that, and put that imprint on our youngins, as the old folks call them, to help them to want to go out and just endure something, not just sitting home and doing this
On the phone. Yeah.
or doing this on the phone, but you're teaching them. And that's what we need in our community. Not only did you do that, you when you got your friends, you said, okay, we see somebody, I got this here, but it's a whole lot of us out here trying to do the same thing. So why not grab us and put us all together in one spot, in one place, and have allow the public in the community to come to us so they can see our products and say, well, we don't have to go to the big box malls. We have it right here in our
Absolutely.
community
Absolutely.
in Hamden, Connecticut. I'm so proud of you, my dear friend.
Thank you.
So proud of
I
you.
appreciate it.
So, Big Don is here, and he wanted to know about your candle business. How in the world, excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't want to seem facetious or anything, but how did you get your daughter to be involved and be even interested in making candles? And if you don't mind me asking, how old is she?
She is now 10.
Now 10.
She's now 10.
So you said you did this, started this 5 years ago, right
Yes.
around, right prior to COVID.
Yes.
And so how did you engage a then 5-year-old to want
Um,
to make candles?
I think it goes back to when I was a kid,
Hmm.
when it was time to eat dinner, and I may not have wanted a particular type of side.
Uh-huh.
So as being a young kid, we like to be enticed by certain things or whatnot. So just by you moving the spoon, going like this, and it made me like, okay, yeah, I'll eat that. So I just kind of use that same type of technique with my daughter. And as she see me doing, and I'm having fun, I'm listening to music while I'm making candles, and I'm showing her what happens once we mix this color with this color, when we mix with this scent and this scent, and gradually she just started to. Now I come downstairs one day and she's like, "Dad, I want to make some candles," and I'm like, "Okay," because as a parent, you never want to put too much on a child because that'll actually stray them away from certain things. So little bits and pieces I would do. So now, to this day, for the event that we have going on, the 23rd of November, she has amazed me in so many ways to where she has her own signature scents for candles and the regular room sprays, all the way down to her name in certain sense. So you know, um, I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of the fact that I kept on going, and despite you know anybody starting a business, it's never easy. So you're gonna have your ups and downs. So I tell this to anybody starting something, just keep going. So
Okay, so tell us once again where we can contact you.
so Bree Naturals for the candles. I have a website, Bree Naturals, BRIE naturals.com, We're also on Instagram and Facebook for Vendor Expo series. To be a vendor, once again, the email is vendorexpoinfo@gmail.com. And we're on Instagram at Vendor Expos with two S's, and Facebook Vendor Expo Series. Talk about DJ business a little bit, put it out
All right, so Mr. Ryan McCray here. Not only is he an entrepreneur, but I can tell you he's a DJ. How can I tell you? He DJed for us one event. We were celebrating our anniversary, and not only that, he DJed in the neighborhood as a youngin. He was always into music, old school, new school, and his vibe is just like whatever. And plus, he's also on radio.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little about the DJ, Mr. Ryan? Now I'm pretty sure that they don't call you Ryan
No.
or your DJ handle. So
No.
can you also tell us what that is and where we can find you?
So my DJ name is DJ R Nice, NICE. I've been DJing for some years, and I'm not gonna say my prime because I'm still going. But I love music. I love bringing people together through music and seeing them have a good time, enjoying themselves, and being able to, switch to different genres and travel through the world with just through music, playing music. I am also a guest mix show DJ on Hot 93.7 FM, as well as I do a lot of things in the community. I like to give back. So if you're from New Haven or Connecticut, all I can say is just do a little research, and I may know somebody and it's a small world. So I just love DJing. I do all types of events, corporate events. My last corporate event, I do a lot of events for McDonald's. Just opened up a chicken spot in Hamden called Dave's Hot Chicken. I just did a opening for them. So I'm doing everything. I'm anywhere I can be, anywhere that includes music, I'm there. So if you would like to get in contact with me for bookings or whatnot, I don't know, should I give you my telephone
Yes,
number?
you may.
Okay. Telephone number is 475-225-7012. I have an email as well, DJRNice1, the number one, at gmail.com. And also social media at DJRNice. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a little break and we're going to listen to what's going on in our community.
Season's greetings from Big Don Productions and Kingdom Media International proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase and Christmas Toy Drive 2025, Saturday, December 20th at the Music Back Then Performing Theater, 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Performing that evening will be Jamila Douglas, Blessings, Calvin Cooper, Dre the Voice, Lisa Bellamy, Rock Tabernacle Male Chorus, comedian Dr. Irma Something Else. Featured guest group will be the legendary Tyrese Hall and the Golden Stars. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and show starts at 6 p.m. sharp. That's at Saturday, December 20th, the Music Back Then Performing Theater, 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Also, other sponsors include WJRG, Gospel Inspirations, 94.3, WYBC, Action First Broadcast, Rock Tabernacle Ministries. Tickets are $20. And for more information, call 203-875-0520. That's 203-875-0520. Or for tickets, Cash App at $84 Plymouth. That's Cash App at $84 Plymouth for the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase and Toy Drive 2025.
Well, thank you so much for what's going on in our community. Well, you know something, Brian? We talked about a lot today. We talked about the Whitney Culture Commons, where we have our vendors event that's going to be happening in February. We talked about the different themes and the giveaways that was going on. We talked about how we can contact you regarding that? Can you give us that information once again?
Yes. So to be a vendor, be a part of all future events, you can email us at vendorexpoinfo@gmail.com. We're on Instagram and Facebook at Vendor Expo Series on Facebook and Instagram, Vendor Expos with 2 S's.
And thank you for that. And you also talked about your DJing. Um, when you're on the radio at, you talked about your daughter um, regarding how your business started. Is there any type of inspiration that you would want to give to another parent regarding perhaps helping their child if their child wants to do something like this in the future?
I'd say support them. I'd say support is the most important thing and something that's missed out. You know, support them, help them find out certain resources. There are a lot of resources out there. There's free resources. Um, we have AI things out now where chat GBT, if you wanted to learn how to start something, you just put a few things in there and it'll give you a couple resources or whatnot. There's plenty of ways. You can even give me a contact if need be. I'm always looking for people to be a part of this series. Soon I'm in the works of even doing a kid entrepreneur type of situation where it's just nothing but kid entrepreneurs. So that's something that's going to be in the works, and I'll definitely communicate that with you. So like I said, if anybody want to be involved, just reach out, vendorexpoinfo@gmail.com.
Well, thank you so much, Ryan, for stopping by today to see us here at Word Out Ministry. Thank you for allowing us to be in that corner with you, to be able to come in February and possibly be one of those vendors at that event.
Also, next week, November 23rd, is our next event. So February would be afterwards.
Okay, so you're going to be there 11/23rd?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
3 to 8 p.m. At 1253 Whitney Avenue, which is the Whitneyville Cultural Commons in Hampton.
All right, so stop by so you have time to get this prior to Christmas. Oh, all right. I'm going to stop by there myself because I got to see what's going on.
I'll be waiting.
And Prabha would be there with that film, and I'll do some word out stuff.
Hey, let's go.
And we can find out and see what's going on.
Absolutely.
What was the time again?
3 o'clock p.m. to 8 p.m.
3
you
to
guys
8.
Still got time to go to church and grab a little grub on the way. Actually, you don't have to do that because we're gonna have food vendors there.
That's even better.
One-stop shop. Get something to eat. Meet some local vendors. Do some shopping and go home and go watch the game or something.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much for stopping by with us today at Word Out Ministry. And I want to thank our viewers for tuning in today to find out what's going on in our community, 11/23/2025, over in Hampton, Connecticut. And the address again is 1253 Whitney Avenue. That's the Whitneyville Cultural Commons. Come on, stop by. Looking to see you there from 3 to 8 p.m.
Yes.
See you soon. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.